Hey guys, this is Miriam at High Life Auto. I am out doing a video test drive on a 2003 Chevy Silverado 2500. If you've never been on my video test drives before, the way it works is I drive the vehicle on video. I tell you what I see, hear, think, smell, and feel to give you the best indication of being in the driver's seat without actually being in the driver's seat. I'm not a mechanic, and this is not meant to be a 182-point inspection. Rather, it's meant to be a sneak peek into how the vehicle drives and any potential issues I notice while we're going along. Okay. I think that's it. So, anyways, not much about this truck, except the auction said miles not actual because the dash doesn't light up, so we don't know what the miles are, so the miles aren't actual. They said there's an ABS light on and a parking brake light on, which you'll see. And they said there's an exhaust/motor noise. I think it's more exhaust noise, but I'll let you listen to it and we can see what we've got. So here we go. All right, Chevy 2500. It's the long bed crew cab, so you could do the family and all the hauling stuff. It's a Chevy in the Midwest, so it's rusty. It is what it is. So you've got the rust on the wheel well, you've got the rust on the rockers, but it's all there. It's got some decent tires, it looks like. So get in here. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of hard to gauge more heavier, aggressive tires, but I think they've got to be at least half tread, if not better. I mean, there's the wear bar right there. So yeah, I mean, they've got to be at least half tread, but they may be even better than that. Oh, I'm going to trip and fall, and that would be all kinds of fun. I mean, you've got body issues. You've got, chrome things peeling. You've got on the back, you'll see like these handles. They break all the time on Chevys, or the back tailgate one does. You got rust. On the inside, just cloth. You've got some wear and tear right in here, but it's all still intact. You've got a cracked windshield right at the bottom, so if you're from Missouri, just be aware of that, because I don't think that they take any cracked windshields. If you're from another state, it's not really in your line of vision, so I don't think that it will be an issue. Back here, just basic. Doesn't really look like there's any major damage back there, but just normal wear and tear on the body of a truck. I think I have the key to that box because there's an extra key on my key ring. I haven't tried it, but that's kind of what I'm assuming it is. Back end, you've got your normal rust, and this thing, this is what I'm talking about. This is what's normally broken on these. And I know that there is a way that you can pull, I think you pull this and something else, and I think you can still open this if you know what you're doing. I don't know what I'm doing, but I think that this is probably still openable. I just don't know what I'm doing. It's also, you can get these replacement things online for fairly cheap. They are kind of a pain in the butt to install, but you can do it whatever. Here's the bed. Bed looks pretty decent. It's got the vinyl lining on it. Over here, you've got the same rust. Rust on the wheel well, rust on the rockers, rust on the cab corners. It's a Chevy. Chevy means rust, doesn't it? Matt jokes with our parts guy all the time about Chevys and Dodges. So they send each other memes about how Chevy sucks and how Dodge sucks. And okay, pull up this hood. Okay, here is your motor. And it looks pretty decent. It's the 6.0. And it looks like it's got a fairly new battery. That alternator looks like it's fairly new. When it's not spinning, you can see it better, but it looks like it's fairly new. Looks like I think that's a heater core line. So they've done some maintenance work to the heater core, I think. So all of that is good stuff. When someone takes care of their vehicle, when you can see signs of maintenance, even if you've got a rusty old truck, when you can see signs of maintenance, it's a good thing. So we'll take that and we'll get up. I don't know if it's a lifted truck or not, or if I'm just old. It is a little bit harder for me to get up, but if you're a normal person, it's probably not. So, all right, here on the dash, like I said, miles, not actual, because the miles don't show up. You could replace the cluster and put whatever miles you want on there, because I don't know what the miles are, which means that it will be sold TMU. Otherwise, no check engine lights, no lights on the dash, nothing else. Everything else seems to work. So we'll try our four-wheel drive in a minute. We've got an aftermarket radio. Let's see if I can figure out how to make it work. Tuner. Okay. Alright, well, that appears to work. Okay, let's do... We'll turn the air conditioning on and see if that comes on. We'll see what that does. And then we'll try our windows. Driver's side window works. Passenger side window works. Rear passenger side window works. Well, rear passenger side window goes down. The rear driver's side window goes down and up. Let's see if this goes up. Okay, and it goes up. So the problem is on my end, this switch right here, it must be a bad switch because it goes down but not up. Again, that's a cheap Amazon thing. You can replace these for, I think they're more expensive than others, but I still think they're like 40 bucks. So they're not that bad. Okay, back to air conditioning. I don't think you have air conditioning, but it's not hot air, so I think it probably just needs a charge come next summer. I'm gonna turn our heat on because unfortunately we're in that really crappy time of year where we're gonna need heat, and heat works. I'm gonna turn that off and turn our radio down. Okay, and we will get out here. We'll turn our four-wheel drive. Okay, we switched into 4 high. There's nothing on the dash, but okay, let's see. And we have four-wheel drive. So four-wheel drive works. We'll switch back into 2. And off we go. So one thing Chevy trucks are good for, they may rust and they may not look very pretty after a while, but they seem to go forever. The old ones anyways. I don't know so much about the new ones when you get that AFM system. But these old ones, they just go forever and ever and ever, and it's awesome. Fix my mirror so that I can see out my back. Alright, here we go. So, this thing's got good power. You can hear the exhaust. There is an exhaust leak. That would be what I think the auction is talking about when they say engine exhaust noise. I didn't hear anything in the engine when I had the engine bay popped. Again, you're welcome to go back and listen to it. You're welcome to listen to it when you come. But this thing's got tons of power. It's good and peppy. And it's driving smooth for a truck. Right turn signal, left turn signal. Actually gonna get over on that one. Brakes are good and solid, no grinding or vibration. There's my windshield wipers and my windshield wiper fluid. Looks like my wipers leave a little bit to be desired, but so you might need some new wipers before long, but they do work in a pinch. And the wiper fluid works. And lastly, we will try the cruise. We'll get it up to speed, and cruise is lit up and looks like we're cruising. So, Long and short of this truck is it's a good running truck. It's got really good tires on it. It runs and drives really well. All of the bones of the truck work. What you're looking at is cosmetics, I think. Your normal Chevy rust, your normal Chevy handles, that kind of stuff. Other than that, like you got an ABS light and a parking brake light. I don't know what those are. Those might be like a wheel speed sensor or something like that, but they don't seem to be affecting anything, and it seems to be running and driving really well. So if you have any questions, my cell phone is 309-267-7200, and I will try and answer them for you. Thanks, guys.